Hi all, I've got 35 moves to play here. Thought I'd go through with them with you, so it's more relaxed than Blitz, of course. And I'm asking my opponent's permission to make use of these games as well now for videos. So we might have seen this in an earlier video. So what should I do here? I've got some control over the light squares. Could try and analyse the position, so legally use the analysis board to see what's going on here. So you can see this. We can try out things. So Queen B1 was the last move. Let's just get the gist of it. What happened in the last few moves I took, and Queen B5, Queen B1. So I guess I could play A5, trying to undermine B4, and if takes, maybe I can play knight takes A5 here. I've got good control of C4. I think A5. Let's go back to the start there. I think A5 might be okay. I'm going to play A5. And I've got it set so on my mind moves that to go to the next game once a move is confirmed. Go to the next waiting board. Here it seems a bit of weakness, so maybe CD here and try and exploit the weakness. I think CD. Should I cheat again? No, it's illegal to cheat in correspondence. I can open up the analysis board here. If I take, it's what have I done here? B3. Oh, sorry, drag and drop. Yep, would help. So bishop C5 can protect. So if we start again, CD though, knight takes. We don't have to have drag and drop. We can unclick that. Knight C6. I think CD must be logical here. I'll play CD. Okay. So I think I'll just carry on with bishop B7 here, fianchetto. By the way, that you saw that icon there. These are part of matches like leagues. I think this is actually a pyramid game now on here. And on the game we've got match history rating graph. I don't know if I've showed you this before. Croman is one of my most frequent opponents. I've lost to him quite a few times, as you can see from here. But okay, so he's killing me again in his pet line of the birds. We can play through the game. I'll just show you. He's really mastered the birds opening. And I've tried to be clever here with an innovation knight h6, but I'm not really sure it's that great, especially with f6. So I think I'm probably getting stuffed here. I'll move the knight back. He said I can make use of the game if he wins, which I think he will win. So I'll just move the queen here. I don't think there's too many. I'll play that move casually. Okay, here I'm surely winning this ending with not G2 King F2. So what if I just take first? I think this is resignable now. There. Okay, so here I can just take here, recapture. The check's a bit harmless. Do I want to play the gambit? I think against someone who's not as expert as Black Croman, I will play the From's system, the From's gambit. Okay, here, pressure on C6. Do I want to protect B7? I can play knight E7 to F5 there. I think I will. Although Queen F3 does knight D8. Is it worth analysing? Queen F3, knight D8. Bishop C. I think it's okay to play this. Okay. Right. So knight takes A7. So do I have a useful check or anything? I can get possession of that E file, that central E file. I think I'll do that. Try and get in rook E2 later. This game's part of a match. Is it? These games are part of league games, I think. we can click on match details if you want to see the match. So I'm on the team on board 2 here. So how is the team doing? A lot of games in progress. We've won a few already, so I probably just need to draw so we can win that match. If it was like match points, we can look at the division which that match is in, and it's Division 5. Really, I think maybe my team would be usefully highlighted actually here, just coming to think about it. So my team here in the Cult TV series is Outer Limits. So we've actually, it's all on score actually, not just match points, it's score really. So we've got 17.5, so we need to come first or second to try and win a team norm. So anyway, so going back to this game, okay, how do I play for a win here? If I play b3 or bishop d3, I think bishop d3, because if it takes and then queen d, I've got bishop c4. I'll just show you that, just to confirm it. If I play bishop d3 against b5, I can take, and queen d5, bishop c4. But do I want to do anything more active? I don't think so. I think bishop d3 is okay. Well, I suppose a4 is better, actually, locking down b5. Just lock down the queenside counterplay for the moment, I think. So a4. Okay, so here, what's going on here? I'm white and queen d1, alright. It's confusing when the king comes over like that, but we can get a gist of the game again to revisit the game. This was a dramatic game actually, where I thought I was getting crushed. So English opening, and then sort of black's got a very good bind on the light squares, and I was getting crushed here, around about here. And somehow I think I've got back into the game. I thought the opponent had totally outplayed, winning lots of pawns in the centre, etc. Totally outplayed me, and something strange happened for me to come back in this game. It looks absolutely dire, but the strange turn of events here, rook takes h6, and then here, rook takes h5. So I won the rook basically. And then I just have to defend my king now. So is it going to be possible to defend my king? So that's the key question. Queen g3 could attack the rook, then rook f1, and am I getting mated? Mind you, the knight's stopping queen e1 checks there. So what about just, if I dare to just take this f5 pawn, I'm going to play a check to take the f5 pawn, I think. Okay. Bit of a delay here. Oh, what's happened? My connection or something? Okay. So if I play knight c5 here, this looks crushing. Knight c5. And if I here, if I just recapture on c5 or c6, I can take on c5. So I've got any advantages of taking on c6? If I take on c6, the bishop's still attacked. So maybe taking on c6 is better, because then I can maybe take on f2, or maybe even d3. I think this bishop is locked behind my own pawn, so I'm going to take this one. It's also, I don't know, I think that's the better one, yeah. Okay, let's go on. Quick evaluation. So d3 here, just to set the knight. Was this knight e3 check winning the rook? I think knight e3 check to win the rook. That's a neat little tactic. So here, I think I'm just gonna take it on e4. That looks good. Okay, so here, this is looking game over. I think I might consider resigning this game soon. There's immediate discovered checks. If King H7 E6, this looks dire. Not the sort of position I like to play on too much in. I think I'm going to resign this game actually. So yeah, I'll click resign, I think. And what I usually do is send the opponent a handshake. So I just usually say well played and give a goodie, handshake goodie. So that's the customary thing on chessboard. Let's give the handshake goodie, and I can return to the game and finish and click next. Okay, so if I take on c4 here, reinforce the knight on d5, I think. Now here, if I take on c6, I think I have to. There's no major disaster, I think, so I'll take on c6. Yeah, I'm not the most analytical correspondence player in the world, it has to be said. I've got a lot of games to play on anyway. So queen e2 here, maybe. I think that's okay. If rook e8, maybe I can just take on e8. Or bishop e3 is an option. Or even bishop g5 actually, but anyway. So here I can take on h6. This is any stronger, that knight's protecting. Okay, so I'll take on there. Okay, so here, I don't know, c4, if it takes with the queen, I take if it takes there. It looks good, but what about queen c6 if knight moves queen g2? I think queen c6 is strong. Yeah, I'll play that. Actually, there's also bishop a6. So here, I can target d7. I'll just play rook. Nice central rook move to d7. Okay. So here, maybe d2 is possible. And if it takes, I've got solutions like d1, I don't have to recapture the queen. And if knight takes d2, then rook d2, so I think d2 looks good. Okay, I thought it was knight c3 though, but okay, don't worry about it. Rook b2 check doesn't quite work, because there's checking and rook b8. But if I move the king first, actually, I'll move the king first. Okay, so if I play knight c5 here, this looks bad. This was bad from the start of this game. I'm 2 pawns down. I should really resign it soon. I think I'm just going to play this move to try and expose the king somehow. Now this one, I'm in trouble as well. This guy's obviously analysing more than me. I'm just going to protect the bishop and not worry about it too much. And it also protects g5 a bit more. Then I can move the bishop back, maybe. So here, Kroman's moved again. Okay, so that's pretty quick. Kroman's a bit of a quick mover. Maybe rook c8. Whoops. F5 or G. I don't know. Can I get an attack going? Doubt it. He's pretty solid. How about b5? I'll just give him a pawn. b5. I'll give him a pawn. Obviously, there's strong compensation. No, hang on a sec. What about a6, b5? So analyse it. Doesn't look good. He's got a very nice centre. That's the problem. What about knight f7? And if e5, bishop f5, I'll stomp out the checks without moving the king. Knight f7. Okay, I'll just capture. Okay. So here I'm just going to develop, I think. I'll capture on G on F3 to get you G file. I like this variation of the this opening, just to try and get a g-file attack with the bishop on b2. One of my favourite strategies, actually, the combination of bishop on diagonal and a rook. How about g5 here? And I played a6. I can play for g5, classic French defence move. I'd play in blitz. Obviously, completely relevant to correspondence style chess. Bishop e3. I'm not dropping d5. What about a3? I'd take. Bishop. What about bishop g5? Maybe that's stronger. Pin and win. Provoke a weakness. Okay, here I don't know. Rook e4. Could sack the exchange knight h4, and then take on e4. I don't want a monstrous knight, particularly. That's probably unsound. Who cares? If I take on d4 here, check. Perhaps a Caesar's check. Plays a check. Perhaps a being me, of course. So, okay, here, if I take on b6, that avoids the two connected passed pawns, which I think is a good idea. Okay, and we can see my current games here, and we've got various ordering possibilities. So click on current games. I can see that there's an upcoming league schedule as well. So if you do become a full member of the site, there's a league which I really take pride in, sort of matching like the fun of real life leagues a little bit, tiny little bit from real life. So on the league schedule, every team you join on the league schedule will get you an extra 8 games, and so you can join all these leagues coming up. And at the moment, the beginning of the league is being recruited for. Anyway, I hope one day you might consider becoming a member of this site. But I might do more of these correspondence videos, a bit more relaxed than the Blitz, a nice contrast maybe. So comments or questions on YouTube, but please not any analytical comments about the games. They are actually in progress, but I'm getting permission from opponents. So okay, thanks very much.